Damn Weird. Mamlambo. Mamlambo inhabits the Miztalava River, also known as the Halava River. These animals have been described by eyewitnesses as being an astounding 6 to 7 feet in length, often described including a long tail, 4 stubby legs, and a crocodilian torso, a serpentine neck, and a horse-like head. It has even been suggested that this animal may be bioluminescent. An elder named Matshuanga claimed, "It is a big snake, and I have seen what it does. It has the head and the neck of a snake, and it shines at night with a green light." Witnesses have also claimed that this animal has 2 gleaming green eyes, which according to native legend possesses the power to mesmerize anyone unfortunate enough to make eye contact with the beast. Like its European cousin, Dobarchu, Mamlambo is notorious for dragging its victims into its watery domain, where it proceeds to drown them. Once its prey has perished, the Mamlambo then cracks open the skull of its quarry and proceeds to siphon the brains and ultimately all the blood from the corpse. Mamlambo sightings have gone on for a long time, but local police state the monster's purported victims were actually only drowning casualties, resulting from the swelling of the Mazintlava River during the heavy rains of Lesotho wet seasons. Captain G. Mizuko of the Mount Aleph Police credited crabs for the disfiguring injuries discovered on most victims' corpses. They had all been in the water for some time, and as in the cases, river crabs have eaten away soft parts of the faces and the throat. It was one case the crabs were still clinging to the body when it was brought in. They were cases of drowning, plain and simple. Despite the police dismissal of the native accounts, villagers who resided near the ominous river claimed that they were not merely superstitious tribesmen, but educated people that have been terrorized by this mystery entity. The most recent sightings of what was described as a giant reptile was reported near Lubaliko, a village nestled on the Mazintlava River in the vicinity of Mount Aleph. In April of 1997, those who still dwell in the Mount Aleph area pray that it will never rear its cranium-punctured head ever again. Known to natives as the brain sucker, this quasi-reptilian monstrosity terrorized the villages around the Mazintlava River in South Africa and was notorious for dragging its victims into the murky depths, where it would devour their faces in order to consume their brains. All it often seems that the British Isles have monopoly on the carnivorous aquatic waterhorse phenomenon. In 1997, the residents of South Africa, rustic Mount Aleph region again, endured a horrific ordeal with their own predatory aqua equine. Though by many area natives to be the physical manifestation of this notorious predator known as Zosa, tribal mythology as Mamlambo legends of this horrific creature date back centuries. The Zosa claim that any warrior brave enough, or foolish enough for that matter, to go toe-to-toe with one of these monster beasts and survive would be the recipient of a tremendous amount of wealth, not to mention their fair share of prestige. The key difference between these and other aquatic enigmas and the now legendary Mamlambo lies in the fact that, unlike these other creatures, the activities of Mamlambo has been closely tracked by public officials in the area. In fact, in April 29, 1997, the Reuter Wire Service reported that an Eastern Cape legislative meeting held in Bisho, South Africa, the agricultural minister, one Ezra Sigwella, told an astonished governing body that a half-fish, half-horse monster had devoured at least 7 victims in his region. Seguela pledged that he would solicit the help of the National Agriculture Ministry in the hopes that they would organize a mission of armed nature conservation officers in order to help hunt and kill the beast, thus ending its reign of terror. Kokstad's freelance journalist Andal Namadhunga also claimed they had received numerous reports about this vicious creature. According to him, 9 people had been killed since January of 1997, the most recent victim being a young schoolgirl who had been buried only a month earlier. Sadly, the family of this young girl were not the only ones mourning in the rural backwater village of South Africa. Tragedy seemed to run deeper as a 6-year-old tearfully encountered his father's fatal encounter with the mystery monster, concluding with the cryptid vow that when he got older, he would get a gun and kill the animal himself. As in most cases of cryptozoological encounters, the local police state that the monster appropriately victims were actually only drowned casualties, resulting from the swelling of the river during its heavy rains. Although some physical attributes of this creature vaguely resemble those of the dark continent cryptids such as Mokele Movembe, its crocodile-like body, equine-shaped head, and carnivorous disposition have led many researchers to surmise the Mamlambo may be the South African equivalent of the Congolese Mosor-like Mahamba. Others have speculated that, much like other creatures, the mystery monster is akin to its formerly extinct Elasmosar.